Hey guys, what's up my awesome YouTube family? Forgive how I look. I went and ran a couple of errands this morning and just got home and just finished lunch. It's, about 29 degrees outside, so it's very, very cold. So I had to put my winter cap on, my scarf, my coat, my hair's just a mess, so forgive how I look, but I'm not really sure why I'm making this video, but I am. Let me have a drink really quick. I was trying to keep it together here. I was in the middle of eating my lunch, and my phone rang, and I got it out of my purse and answered it. It was from my dad, and he said, "Do you remember Kathy?" And he said her last name, but I'm not gonna say her last name on here. And I said, "Kathy, yeah, she was a woman who had gone to our church that I went to when I lived in Wichita." She was a long-time member there, and she was at the missionary meetings we had, and she helped out with the box work thing that we did, and she handed out papers every Sunday, little papers about mission work around the world, and she could always make you smile, and she was such a positive person. Always had a smile on her face, always happy, always joyful, just so sweet. And he said, "I want to let you know she passed away." And it just knocked me over. Kathy was in her, I would say, late 70s to early 80s. She was an elderly woman. But she had that kind of ornery spunkiness about her, where she could crack a joke and get you laughing, and she was sharp as a tack and was just on the ball and was so amazing to be around. She was a joy to be around, and she always, like I said, always happy, always smiling. And I thought the world of her. There are people in our lives that and maybe not in our lives, but people that we interact with, whether it's at church, at work, at other situations, other places we interact with. And we just think, that person's so amazing, that person's so awesome. And, we appreciate them and enjoy being around them, never knowing when's the last time we're going to see them. And for some reason, her death has just really hit me hard. Before I moved away from Wichita, which is where I used to live, she had been put into a nursing home. She was starting to decline mentally a little bit, getting a little bit slow mentally, and having a hard time with things, and wasn't really able to live on her own anymore. So she was put into a nursing home. And I wanted to go see her and visit her, but never did. Never did. My car was having problems at that time, and I was able to go, and plus the nursing home was about a half-hour drive away, and I didn't have a lot of gas money back then, and so I just never did go see her. I think part of me was afraid to see her because I didn't know what her mental state would be. How fast she was declining. I wasn't sure if she'd remember me. And growing up, my dad had a big heart for older people, for senior citizens. And he spent 30 years of his life that he would get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and get dressed, and he would go and drive to church and use one of the church vans they had back then, and he would spend an hour and a half picking up every senior citizen that wanted to go to church but could no longer drive themselves and didn't have a ride. And he would pick a couple of senior citizens up, then he would come back and pick my mom and I and my brothers up, and then he'd pick up the rest of the senior citizens and we'd go to church. So I grew up around older people. I grew up around senior citizens and have a great love and respect for them. I thought they have so much to teach us and we have so much to learn from them. So I have a big heart for older people anyway. And Kathy was very, very special. And just to hear that she's gone, it's really hard. And you might be sitting there thinking, well, Kim, what's the point of this video? What's the point? What are you trying to say? I don't know. Except that you guys are my YouTube family. When you're sad and hurting, you want comfort from your family. Or you will turn to your family and tell them how you're feeling and help they'll understand. So I guess I'm just coming to you guys today and saying, guys, I'm hurting and I'm sad today. And I guess if there's a second point to this video, it's that life is so precious. And we spend so much of it arguing and fighting and disagreeing with people and trashing other people's opinions and trashing other people and stirring up drama and finding things we disagree on. And life is so precious, you guys. I think there's a couple reasons why. Besides the fact that Kathy was an incredible, amazing woman who was full of God's grace and love and had so much joy and was so special and wonderful to be around. There's a couple of the reasons why this hit me hard, I think. One is because January is coming up. And January 3rd is the day my mom passed from cancer. It's been, when January 3rd, 2018 comes, it will have been 11 years since she passed. But the wound is still just as fresh as if she passed last year. So the new year time is always a little bit hard for me because my mom died January 3rd. And so she died January 3rd, 2007. So this 2018 will be the 11th year of her being gone. The second reason is because I'm so sorry. My friend who I've asked you guys to pray for, who goes to the church I go to now. I told you she had cancer twice before, and it's come back a third time, and it's been very aggressive, and they found masses in her abdomen and her stomach, and they told her basically there's nothing more we can do. This cancer is going to kill you, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. She's been in and out of the hospital. She dealt with diverticulitis. She's now on hospice care, day and night. And we don't know how much longer she has. And she has been such a dear friend to me. She has picked me up. She drove me to church. She drove me home. She drove me to the grocery store. Drove me to the bank. She drove me to wherever I needed to go. And she's taking me out to lunch. She's taking me out to supper. She brought food to me when I was sick and couldn't get out. She's just been there for me and supported me in so many ways. And we don't know how much longer she has to live. I think between knowing that and the anniversary of my mom passing coming up, the news of Kathy passing has just really hit me hard. And I guess there is a point to this video, which there shouldn't have to be. I should be able to make videos without having to have a point. But it's just that life is precious, you guys. Sorry. Life is precious. And I think it's time that we, as a community, as people, start realizing it. Time to put petty divisions aside. It's time to love each other, encourage each other, build each other up, support each other, help each other, and really realize how short this life is. I don't think Kathy ever knew how much I loved her. I don't think she ever really knew. Because not like we were super duper close. She was a woman that came to church. I saw her in church, on Sunday mornings, and she came and she would hand out papers about the mission boards our church was doing, and she would, smile and laugh, and she'd crack and joke, and she was a joyful, happy person, and I loved being around her, but I never really told her that. And we need to realize that there's a limit to this life, and we need to tell people how we feel about them while we're still here. I'm trying so hard not to cry because I hate crying in front of people. And even though right now it's just me in my apartment with this webcam, still, people are going to be watching this, and I just don't want to cry in front of people. I try not to anyway. Life is precious. Go to your mom, go to your dad, go to your grandpa, your grandma, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, your nephew, your niece, your stepmom, stepdad, and hug them and tell them what they mean to you. Because you never know when it's going to be the last time you see them. There are people who cross our paths for a reason, and they make our lives better just by doing so. And Kathy is one of those people. Her funeral is tomorrow. I'm going to try to go to it, if I can, and pay my final respects to her. I know beyond any doubt, I know that she's in heaven. She was so committed to God, and she was an incredible woman of faith, and I know that she's up in heaven right now, and I'm happy about that. But her death, the news of her passing has really hit me hard. Life is precious, you guys. Life is precious. Hug your kids tonight. Hug your spouse, hug your mom and your dad, your grandparents, whoever your family is. Make sure they know what they mean to you and how much they mean to you and how much you love them, because you don't know when it's going to be the last time you're ever going to hear from them and when you're ever going to be able to see them and wrap your arms around them. and this has just really hit me hard. And I just wanted to come to my family and say I'm sad today, and I'm hurting, and I'm experiencing a loss. I know there are people in the world that have much bigger problems than this. This is something that's so small and so petty compared to some of the things some people are going through. But this is my YouTube channel, and this is my video, and I wanted to kind of be honest with you guys, be emotionally honest about how this has hit me. I never thought I would take it as hard as I am. So, treasure the people that are in your life. Make sure they know what they mean to you and how they made your life better just by being a part of it. Tell them. Go to them and tell them. Make sure they know. And for those of you that have experienced a loss, I think experiencing a loss between Thanksgiving and New Year's is the hardest time. Because it's normally a time of happiness and joy and families coming together, and when a loved one passes during that time, it's even harder to deal with. And I'm sorry for every loss you guys have experienced. I know some of you have lost a parent or a family member or loved one or friend, and it's hit you so hard and just kind of knocked the wind out of you. I know my mom's passing did that to me. It really did knock the wind out of me, and I couldn't even breathe for a while. It was just, that bad. So, I'm sorry for all the losses you guys have experienced. I'm sorry for the people you love that have made a difference in your life that passed away before you had a chance to tell them how you feel. I know I'm not the only one who has experienced this. And I'm sorry for your losses too, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and shut up and go. I love you all very much. Thank you for listening to me be all weepy and sad. And I will go ahead and go. And I will see you guys in my next video.